Hey, this is Shane from the Shayne and Max Show. If you like what we do, you can go to our website, www.shaneandmaxshow.com. You can click the donation button, and for as little as $2, you can leave us a one-time donation. All the proceeds go back to the show. Any amount would help. Also, this episode includes a promo from our friends at Fuck My Work Life. So their promo is going to start the episode. Enjoy.
Have you ever had a bad day at work?
If so, then the Fuck My Work Life podcast is perfect for you.
I'm Jay,
And I'm Kay.
and we share listener stories from the workplace, whether they're funny, weird, or horrifying.
They are always entertaining and will leave you feeling like maybe you don't have it so bad after all.
Find us on your favorite podcast app, but you may have to type in F***K My Work Life.
Because we're the idiots that put fuck in the title of our podcast.
And follow us on all the socials at FMWL Pod.
Can't wait to hear your stories.
Coming up.
I just pressed record, so.
Oh, well, I mean, bring us in with the music.
Our funky little intro.
Our funky little intro. Love it.
Our funky little intro.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to a new episode, a new edition of Shayne and I.
Yeah, fresh installment.
Oh, yeah, look at that. We're coming back sooner rather than later.
Sooner rather than later, yeah.
We beat the ish.
We beat the ish.
It's the podcast about nothing that makes you think of something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we're beating the ish.
We're beating it.
We're beating
We're beating it good. We're beating it hard. We're beating it fast.
So, apparently people like the Zippy episode.
Oh, nice.
They want your recipe for nut brittle.
Yeah, I'm glad to give it. It's pretty simple.
I thought it was like top secret though.
No, it's not top secret. But if anyone wants it, you can email. Can they email us? Do we have an email?
ShaneandI@gmail.com. We've had an email for a long time.
Oh, well, there you go.
They could email us on our website, ShaneandIShow.com. Yeah, they could even leave us a voicemail if they really want to on that website. I don't know the phone number to it though,
All right, so that's not very helpful.
but they can if they want.
All right, nice. Well, I mean, the phone number is probably on the website.
I think it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. No, nobody's going to answer though, right?
No, they just leave a voicemail.
Okay.
So they could tell us like how shitty they think we are or how funny they think we are, that kind of stuff.
Maybe we could have people do like call-ins where they, contribute like like, hey,
Something about nothing.
yeah, hey, here's a new segment. Everybody call in. Guess what your give us your recipe for nut brittle.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that could go south.
That could go south really bad.
But we're committed now. Let's see what
We're
happens.
committed now. So there you go. Max just laid out the gauntlet, right? If you're out there and you're listening, use our little voicemail feature on our website. I'll make sure it's activated after we get done. After we get done recording this, and leave us your favorite nut brittle recipe.
Yeah, your favorite nut brittle recipe.
Yeah. So hey, funny thing. There's this thing called listen notes. You don't know what it is, do you?
No. Do I look like the kind of person who does interesting things on the internet?
No, you don't.
No.
But I'm going to explain it to you.
Yeah, do it.
And I can explain it to our audience as well.
All right.
So listen notes is this thing where it apparently tells you what your global ranking as far as downloads go in the world, like as far as your podcast goes. So I went on there, and I don't think it's true because I don't really think we're in this bracket of downloads, right? So can you guess what we're ranked in the world as far as downloads go?
Like okay, well, how many you know what?
Just
No,
give me-
I
give
can't.
me a
I don't.
number,
I
man.
don't. I don't even know how many podcasts there are in the world. So no, I can't.
Okay.
All right, wait. I'm gonna say we're coming in dead center.
Okay. So what
50th
number is that?
percentile. We are the mean.
Well, for your information, Mr. I Can't Guess, we're in the top 5% in the world.
95th percentile.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you know what that means?
That means
I was thinking about this because you know
Alright.
how I get excited about shit like this.
yes. You get yes. Yeah.
And how I could dominate the e-commerce market, the e-commerce. Why am I saying that weird?
I don't know.
Anyway,
It doesn't matter. Fucking, but
I'm a visionary entrepreneur, damn it.
yeah, Jeff Bezos, eat your heart out.
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen that dude?
Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, lately, like in the last 2 months.
No, I haven't seen him since he went to space.
Dude, that guy is like all of a sudden he got ripped somehow,
Yeah, well, he quit his job at Amazon, I think,
and he got divorced.
and he got divorced. So, and he's like, has like $100 billion.
So with you, I'm gonna just get some straight steroids and fucking get myself ripped.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I would do.
yeah, I might skip the steroids, but yeah, if I got divorced and quit my job and I had $100
Dude,
billion,
how would you? Dude, could you imagine if you had like a fucking midlife crisis with $1 billion fucking dollars?
yeah,
But like
that'd be nuts.
7 yachts,
Yeah,
80 million fancy cars,
I that seems like a lot of fancy cars.
a 13-bedroom house with only you living in it.
Yeah, oh totally.
Yeah,
But I'd have an entourage.
yeah, exactly.
But the thing is, I don't have that many friends, so I wouldn't even know most of the people in it.
Your entourage would be your pets.
It would basically be my pets. Yeah.
Yeah, your dogs
Yeah.
and your cats.
Yeah.
They would be your entourage.
Yeah. And then I'd have a room for like my magic cards.
Your magic card.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're into that.
Yeah. 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 Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, so if you're out there and you like Magic the Gathering, have Max on your show and he can talk about Magic the Gathering.
Sure.
Dude, we got podcast friends on Twitter that are into Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff.
There's people
To
all
each his
over the
own.
place into Magic
There's
the
people
Gathering.
that do actual live role playing of Magic the Gathering these days.
Role playing?
Yeah, they get like dressed up in their little cardboard, gear.
Magic the Gathering isn't a role playing thing, though.
Cool, they make it into one.
I'm
I'm talking out of my ass.
Okay, cool.
There's people if you go to
There are LARPers out there,
yeah, that's
live
what
action role players. Yeah.
And it's weird.
They do all sorts of.
Yeah.
You know what? You say it's weird. I say it is. Do you remember being a kid and thinking, man, if I had like a job like my parents do, I could get the dopest toys and go play with the dopest people?
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on now.
That's exactly what it is.
I get it. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I mean, I still collect, I still like collecting, Kiss stuff. So, Kiss merchandise, I'm into it.
Yeah, it's just that. It's like, people grew
All
up.
that shit I couldn't get when I was a kid,
Yeah.
like all that Kiss merchandise I couldn't get as a kid, I fucking get it now.
Yeah. People grew up
So
and they got jobs and they're like, you know what? I could do all sorts of grown up stuff like I'm supposed to do, but I really always just wanted to put on a suit of armor and get a
I
cool
want to be a
sword
big little kid.
and fucking just do it.
There you go. More power to you.
Absolutely.
I can't, as much as I would want to make fun of it, I really can't.
Yeah. Also, it's probably a lot healthier than like an amphetamine habit.
Yeah, probably, I would guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you're outdoors, you're in a park, you're running around, you're not sitting in a house fucking snorting lines. Yeah.
Well, honestly, there are plenty of people with amphetamine habits that spend all their time outdoors in the park running around.
So anyway, back to this 5% world domination thing. I got to thinking, how are we going to use that to our advantage, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then I get this fucking email, and it's like the email that changed my life, man.
All right, let's
Or
hear
it's
it.
going to change our lives.
Let's hear it.
Okay, it said,
Oh, he's cracking open his
I got
email.
the email saved on my phone.
Yeah, and
so
by-
I'm
by-
gonna open up.
Yeah, I say he's cracking it open. He's just looking on his phone, but
It says, "Hello, friend." It's legit when it starts with "Hello, friend."
Hello, friend.
Yeah, hello, friend.
Yeah.
So it's a legit source.
Uh-huh.
I've noticed that you're in the top 5 percentile on listen notes.
Yeah.
Congratulations on you and your show
Yeah.
being in the top 5%. He mentions top 5% in the first 8 lines of this email.
Well, he really wants you to know you're in
Yeah.
the top 5%.
How would you and your show and your co-host like to create your own online course?
Ooh.
Ooh, this is where it gets good.
Yeah.
Right? If you would like to create your own online course and have people spend money to I'm stumbling over my words. Hold on, let me slow down.
All right.
The coffee's kicking in.
Okay.
If you would like to have people buy your expertise in a course,
Buy our expertise in a course. All right.
Email me back
Okay.
at your earliest convenience.
At your earliest convenience.
He doesn't give me a price on the first email.
Of course not. Which I think is a written contract. I think which means he legally can't charge us money for anything.
Right. So he's just gonna basically build us a course for free.
No, we have to build him a course for free.
I got the course, man. I got the course.
All right.
And we don't need this guy. I figured it out.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm a marketing genius.
Mm-hmm.
I can market this shit on my own.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
You've got a great platform
Yes,
here in the Shayne
exactly.
and I podcast. Yeah.
Exactly. Right? I know how to use the Instagram and I know how to use the Twitter. Mm-hmm. I'm good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna fucking do.
Do it.
We made a bunch of videos a while ago, back when we did YouTube, when we were like the biggest thing since sliced bread in Croatia on YouTube.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. We had, the Ducati Theory, 7.5 Steps to Be a Brighter, Better You, right? And the School of Epiphanies, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna put all that shit into a course, dude.
Nice. Online
Right?
course.
Online
Masterclass.
course, masterclass.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the Ducati Theory, right?
Right.
We'll just that's the intro course, right?
Yes.
We'll charge something, what? I don't know, what? Like how much do you want to charge? Give me a number. It's our intro course, so you gotta make it
The intro, you make it super cheap to hook them,
exactly.
right? But
Right.
you can't make it free because then they'll be like, it's free. It's bullshit.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can't. It's crap if it's free. So
Yeah. So for the price of a cup of coffee,
right, a fancy coffee,
fancy cup of coffee, $5.
$5,
Not
$5
super fancy,
coffee.
medium fancy coffee,
All right,
$5.
$5 medium fancy coffee.
I'm talking like Starbucks vanilla latte.
okay. Do you remember what the Ducati Theory is?
Yeah.
What's the Ducati Theory?
The Ducati Theory is vague. I vaguely remember
Okay, lay it on me.
that.
Because if we're gonna teach this shit, you got to know.
Well, I mean, if you put me on blast in public like this, I can't go and
Dude, it's
pretend
me and you,
to be
it's
an
me
expert.
and you in our fancy podcast studio, which is AKA your garage.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, so here it is. Here it is.
All right.
The Ducati Theory goes as such. Like everybody has a friend who has a Ducati or
Yes.
some kind of like fancy thing that's their thing.
And
right?
he wears those fancy Ducati leathers.
Yeah, so he's got the fancy motorcycle and he wears the fancy, like the whole getup.
The whole getup.
The whole fucking like head to toe motorcycle gear.
Yes.
Fucking all that. And he, he's a cool guy. He's an okay guy. People like him, but that he's gonna do something douchey.
He's gonna do something super douchey.
You just know he's gonna like have sex with somebody's girlfriend.
Maybe your girlfriend.
Maybe your girlfriend. He's like,
And when you find out the news, it's not like when you find out the news, it's a surprise. Like if you apply this theory, it sets you free, right? Because if you find out, we got to give this guy a name. We can't call him Papermate Jones because we already used that.
we could just call him Mr. Ducati. That seems unoriginal.
Yeah, it does. We need a better name.
Do we really need like a name for this guy? He's just a Ducati guy.
How about Kevin?
How about Duke?
Duke. No,
Duke.
I like Kevin because we
All
call
right.
my dog Duke.
Oh, okay, Kevin.
So-
Yeah.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin sounds like a guy that rides a Ducati.
Fucking Kevin does sound like a guy that rides
Right?
a Ducati. Yeah.
So anyway, Kevin, you find out Kevin
Kevin
sleeps with his neighbor's wife.
Kevin sleeps
Been
with
banging her for like a year.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, he rides a Ducati.
You're like and then you're like, hey guys, watch your girlfriends around Kevin.
He rides a Ducati.
Yeah, he rides a Ducati.
You can apply it to any person in your life that is kind of douchey, that has something. It doesn't have to be the Ducati theory. You could call it whatever kind of theory you want,
Yeah.
right? It could be your friend has a BMW,
Yeah.
right?
Like a BMW sports car.
yeah. Like one of those tinted up ones, like fully loaded, like
Yeah.
super douchey car.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, or one of those like even one of the ones that's like it's a Honda, but it's so fucking souped up. It's got the underglow lighting and the rims and all that.
And he's got like neon shit around it. Like, so when he turns it off, when it rides at night, you see the little neon glow.
Yeah, the fucking lighting effects and all that.
Yeah.
And you know, he'll rev the engine super loud.
Yeah, while he's in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Just so everybody knows that he's got it like some kind of custom engine in there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's a stock fucking Honda engine that comes with the car.
Yeah, he just put a little piece on the muffler that makes it sounds loud.
Yeah. That guy, right? And he's kind of cool though. Like, you know, he's got a douchey car, but you're like, you know, he's all right. You know, you like, hey, you're not gonna like, if he says hello to you and starts a conversation with you, you're not gonna just kind of walk away. You know what I mean?
You're like, he's an okay enough guy.
You like listening to him talk about fucking cars.
You enjoy hanging out with he's a good time.
You know he's gonna do something douchey.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna like go and cheat on his fucking taxes or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's the guy who fucking parks diagonally in 2 parking spots.
God damn that guy.
Right? Like he just does that.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. He's
like it's no big deal.
And it's a small parking lot. There's limited parking here, but there are 2 spots next to each other.
And
I'm going to park diagonally across
Texas
both
douche.
of them. The Texas douche.
And that's what we call it, the Texas douche.
Mm-hmm.
They probably call it something else in Texas.
Yeah, they probably just call it the
California douche.
I think in Texas, they're just like, well, if you got a truck, that's how you park it.
Is that how they all sound in Texas?
No, all my friends from Texas sounded nothing like that.
Yeah.
And none of them drove trucks either.
Yeah.
But most of them, at some point, I saw them pull this maneuver
where they take up the 2 spots.
where they would just take up the 2 spots.
Like it's no fucking thing.
Never once have I seen that and thought to myself, well, I guess it's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get up, they walk out like they own the place. They're like, oh, I'm here. So that guy, you know he's going to do something douchey.
Yeah.
Right? You know he's going to like cheat on his taxes. Maybe he's going to cheat on his taxes, bang your wife, and, slap your kid upside the head.
Maybe. Yeah.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
And you're like, look at the car he drives.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let it go. Look at the car he drives.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to do something? I mean, look at him. Look at him.
Yeah.
What a douche.
But let's consider another guy.
Okay.
Fancy watch guy.
Fancy. Oh, yeah.
Right? Walks around with a fancy watch.
Yeah.
He's always got,
Has a collection.
Has a collection of fancy watches.
Yes. Every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are, real fancy, real, like you see him coming and the first thing you see is like the sun gleaming off the watch.
Yeah.
Fancy watch guy.
Fancy watch guy.
Yeah.
Could be a nice guy.
Could be a nice, and you look at the watch and you think, yeah, I kind of wish I had that watch.
Yeah. And
I would like to wear that
he's
watch.
kind of douchey.
Yeah, he's kind of douchey, but he's fun to talk to. Yeah. He's got like interesting stories.
Yeah.
He's always like reading some new science thing.
Yeah, and he's always he's an intelligent dude.
Yeah, he's an intelligent dude, but more than that, he's a fun dude.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But at some point, he's got to do something douchey.
Yeah, like he's got a long-term relationship. He's living with this girl, but at least every other week he goes out and bangs some rando.
Yeah.
And you're like, just fuck this guy.
Just why does he do that? And then you talk to the girlfriend, and she's like, well, look at him. He has fancy watches.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, so you
get it.
It's kind of like so Ducati guy, fucking
Honda Civic guy, or was it a BMW guy?
No, well, either the BMW or like the Civic Sport with the spoiler and the spinners and all that,
and the neon lights.
Yeah, those both go into the same category. Or like fancy watch guy. Any of those, you basically know that's like a sign. It's like a disclaimer.
Yeah.
You go to a place sometimes and they make you sign a little piece of paper.
Yeah, you sign a waiver.
You sign a waiver, and it's basically saying, if you come here, it's dangerous, you might get hurt, and it's not our fault.
Yeah.
So Ducati guy, fucking Honda Civic with the spoiler guy, fancy watch guy, all those things, those are disclaimers.
Yeah.
I think they're like legally binding, right? They're there for all to see, and so anyone involved knows that this person, they might be a cool person,
But they're gonna do something
You know,
douchey.
they're doing something douchey.
So we will sell you that course for the low price of $5.
Yeah.
That's our introductory course.
And you might be wondering, what's the point of the course?
Yeah.
Well,
because we just explained it all to you.
Yeah, so we explained the theory behind it.
Yeah. We will show you how to put it into practical application in your life.
Yeah, both how to be on the lookout for these people and
Yes.
how to practice this yourself if you want.
And how to be happy and not let these people affect you.
Yeah, but beyond that, if you want to be the kind of girl,
Oh, are we going to teach them how to be that person?
yeah, like if you want to be the kind of guy
That's
or
a
girl
bonus, though.
who goes out and and hooks up with your friends' significant others, like first off, fuck you. But secondly,
If you're going to
if
pay
you
us,
pay me, I will teach you how to I don't want to say get away with it, but it's basically
a douche.
How to be a douche.
Right.
How to be a douche with minimal consequences.
with people
right?
being like, oh yeah, I kind of expected it.
Yeah. You like you hear like there's some guy who fucking what's another thing that people can do? Not the Ducati thing, but like the thing that the Ducati guy does.
Besides cheat on his girlfriend?
I feel like we really played that one out.
Yeah,
in
we
here.
did.
But like another
You're cheating on your time. What about killing somebody?
that feels a little extreme.
All right. What about just beating people up?
No, you see that's just
What about cheating at cards?
You know what? How about like cheating? Like, how every now and then somebody has like a game night.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
yeah,
go
yeah.
over and play a board game.
Yeah.
or
How about
cards.
cheating at board games?
Yeah. That
And you
guy
always know he's going to cheat at the board
the
game.
guy who fucking cheats at board games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what? Like there's not even a reason to
No,
do
there
that.
isn't.
What's the point? There's
But he does it, and you
Yeah.
know he does it.
yeah. He walked in with a fedora, so you just knew that this was going to happen.
Does he have it? Is he wearing a wife beater too with the fedora?
Oh Jesus.
Does he have circa Kid Rock 1999 going on?
Oh man, I hope not.
And he walks in and he goes, "My name is Kid Rock."
With the fucking greasy long hair and,
And
that
he has,
little
a little,
poop
he has a little
stash.
person. He has a little person that walks in beside him, and he goes, "Yeah, boy, his name is
with a
Kid
ball.
Rock."
Yeah.
And he has like his theme music, and it comes on. It's just a bunch, ba ba ba, and he sits
Yeah.
down to game night, and you're like, "Fuck this guy! He's gonna cheat at game night."
He's going to cheat at game night.
And you don't say anything because, other than the fact that he looks like Kid Rock, and he has a little person with him, he's an alright guy.
Yeah. And, it's like the more malt liquor he drinks, the more fun he gets, to a point.
To a point
Yeah.
to where he decides to do he decides to play toss the little person, and you're like, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah, or at some point, even despite his cheating, he, like, starts losing the board game.
Right.
And then he's like, fuck this shit. He flips the table, storms
makes
out.
a big deal about it.
Doesn't get
I'm
invited.
never fucking coming back here again.
Yeah, and it's
then
like,
as he
that's
walks
fine, you're not
away-
getting invited,
here's the best
buddy.
part.
Yeah.
Here's the best part. As he walks away, Only God Knows Why starts playing. The Kid Rock little ballad thing.
I'm not familiar with
Only God knows why. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like his big ballad.
Yeah, I remember
Or
that
Picture
vaguely.
with Sheryl Crow.
Picture.
What if Kid Rock's ballad starts playing as he walks away? How about that?
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
And his little person's all butthurt too.
Yeah. Because that's his, like, hype man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he can't be hyped if Kid Rock ain't hyped. If your guy is dressing like Kid Rock that thinks he's Kid Rock circa 1999.
Circa 1999.
Because he's a cowboy, baby.
He's a cowboy baby.
Yeah, so we got that's the introduction. That's for $5. Then we're gonna move up the tier, right? We got you in. We got him in. At that point,
yeah,
we got him in.
You're hooked.
Yeah.
Trust me, after the Ducati course, you're going to be begging for more.
You're gonna be because you want to learn how to live happy.
Yeah. And so you just paid $5 for the Ducati course,
Right.
and you're like, I got more than my money's worth.
Yeah,
So here comes the
that
next.
was mind blowing. Actually,
Yeah. So here comes the next course, $19.99. It's not a great sacrifice.
No.
You can make $19.99 work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you the 7.5 steps on how to be a brighter, better to you.
Brighter, better you.
And you already know the first one because we already talked about it. We pulled that one out a couple months ago.
Right.
Do we need a refresher? Should we actually give them an actual step? Because we gave them a half step.
We'll give them that first half step.
Like just give up. That was the first part of it.
Yeah, just basically just give up.
Yeah.
Basically,
if you live at your parents' house, keep living at your parents' house.
Yeah. Just stop giving a fuck and make your peace with the way things are.
Yeah.
And then the next 7 steps after that, you're going to have to pay for those.
Yeah. Are those going to be $19.99 a piece, or are we charging the whole course $19.99?
You see, I haven't decided yet. I think they could be $19.99 a piece, or if you want to save money, you can buy all 7 all at once for the low price of $99.99.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And we even throw in a couple podcast episodes curated just for you on those steps.
Yeah, we throw in bloopers where we accidentally use swear words.
And we throw in actual content around the 7.5 steps on how to be a brighter, better you.
Yeah, like videos of us practicing the steps.
Yeah.
One of the steps, Kegels.
Kegels?
And you'll see.
I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, and you'll see. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just do Kegels.
What are Kegels?
Oh, that's a physical exercise where you strengthen your like pelvic floor by like clenching the muscles that control
in your butt.
Yeah, you clench the muscles in your butt and your pee hole, right, all at once, and so basically you get to a rest position. All right, I'm giving y'all a little bit for free here. You get to a rest. Yeah, this is Kegels 101. You start at a rest position, some comfortable position.
Do you actually practice this?
I mean, from time to time. I'd be a charlatan if I didn't practice some of the 7 steps.
Yeah, you would be.
And then here's what you do: you clench for the count of 10, right? Right. So 1, 2, 3. I'm doing it. 4.
You clenching right now?
5. I'm clenching right now. 7.
I don't know
8,
how I feel about you clenching.
9, 10. Release.
There you go. We just gave you another secret. So that leads into the big one, right? That leads into our main fucking course, right? Because you got the 7 steps. You could pay $19.99 a piece for them, or you could pay $99.95 for the whole thing.
The whole lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll include the what?
The what?
Kegan?
Oh, the Kegels?
Yeah.
No, that's one of the steps.
Okay. So we'll throw all that in. The main one that we're gonna sell, though, the big one, because you're already like, okay, I got happy from the Ducati Theory.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
7.5 steps have got me spiritual, and I gave up. Right, and now I clench my butt cheeks, and I'm all spiritual.
It's not the cheeks. It's the hole.
Okay, I clench my hole.
Yeah.
And now I'm all spiritual.
Yeah. Any idiot can clench their butt cheeks.
Yeah. All right. So the next one is epiphanies.
Epiphanies.
We had the whole school of epiphanies, but I don't think we should do it as a school of epiphanies anymore. I think we need to do it a course. Like through all this.
Yeah.
You're going to get epiphanies at the end of it.
An online masterclass in epiphanies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what to do. And this is all taught by Max, by the way. I'm putting him on the spot.
Okay, yeah, but sure. Yeah. There you go.
Max seems to have more knowledge about how to get epiphanies than I do. So I'll just be the actor in the epiphany videos.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be like the guy doing what do they call it when you're acting?
The reenactment?
Reenactments.
Yeah.
So Shayne will do reenactments of me developing and having epiphanies.
Right.
Whilst
that
I
one
narrate.
So you know who we got to get to narrate it though?
Who?
I just thought of this, dude, and this is gonna sell it.
Do it.
We get Matthew McConaughey to fucking narrate it.
That's good. I was thinking John LaFontaine.
No, dude, could you imagine Matthew McConaughey just being like in his little voice,
his little Texas voice? Yeah. Matthew McConaughey,
because he would be a dude that's douchey enough to be douchey enough to tell you that he's had epiphanies, so he kind of knows what epiphanies are.
Yeah, and like that's another thing where like if you had this, you could get away with doing douchey stuff. So I could
see Matthew McConaughey talking about that stuff.
So it's having a Ducati
with his shirt off.
It's the Ducati. It's the fucking Civic with the spoiler,
right,
or the BMW.
Right.
It's the fancy watch. It's also being Matthew McConaughey with your shirt off.
Yes, exactly.
That's just like a sign
and
saying,
just being like, I don't even know why they put me in contact. There was no reason for me to even be there.
I forgot he was in that movie. But hey,
They just needed a guy with some great looking abs to be in contact, and they called me.
yeah, dude's got abs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our course, right? So altogether, that one we charge. At that point, we got to charge because we have McConaughey.
Yeah.
Right? Doing the narration for Epiphanies.
We might have to settle for like a McConaughey sound-alike.
Well, yeah, we could get somebody to sound like McConaughey.
Yeah. And we don't actually say, for legal reasons, we can't actually say it's Matthew McConaughey,
Right.
but he can like open up with an all right.
All right.
So everybody will
Right.
think it's Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So then and that one,
Oh,
I bumped the mic.
yes, you did.
All right, so that one's gonna cost.
That one's going to cost. Yeah.
That one's gonna cost.
How much are we going to charge? I want to say like $350.
$350.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the
We could do like 8 payments. We could do payment arrangements.
yeah. Also, epiphanies, man, they're worth a lot.
They're worth a lot of money.
Epiphanies are great. They're
Right.
like you can't put a price on an epiphany, but we're gonna try.
Yeah.
And let's just go $500. We could put it on sale at some point if it's
Yeah,
not
we could
selling.
do easy installment payments of 5 weeks, $100 a pop, $100 that's just for the Epiphany lessons.
Yeah. Well, if we're doing easy payments,
Right.
here's the way you do that. You do $500 up front. That's what it costs.
Right.
Or like just 50 easy payments of 50 easy payments of $15.99. Right.
Yeah.
Which people don't realize adds up to quite a bit more than $500. But
Then why
it's-
you gotta tell them that?
But they're just easy payments of
Right.
$15.99.
Right.
And by the time you've had your epiphany, you won't even care.
Yeah, because you'll not only like be learning that you'll not only by look at me, listen to me talk. I can't talk. I'm all excited about this online course, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because by that point, you're gonna be like, I don't really care because the Ducati Theory, right? I don't really care because I've given up, right?
Yeah.
7.5
And
steps.
then the other 7 steps after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't really care because I had an epiphany. So
Yeah.
I got bigger,
And now
better
I'm
things
telling
to care
other
about.
people how to have epiphanies because what's going to happen after you have your epiphany is we're going to give you you're going to have the lessons, and then this is where it gets great. You're going to be the teacher.
You will be the teacher, and you will teach people to come to
Then you're
our
gonna-
website
you're
and
gonna-
purchase our
no,
lesson.
No.
No?
Here's how it's going to go.
Okay.
right?
All right.
They're going to start making their own money
Ooh, all right.
off of our stuff.
Nice.
After they graduate, we'll even give you a little fancy certificate.
Nice. But we get a cut, right?
This is what.
Okay. I'm
Check
waiting
me
for
out.
it. I'm checking you out.
Check me out.
I'm checking
so
you
they
out.
charge whatever they want to charge,
Right.
but we get a percentage.
Okay.
Off of all the lessons they charge, we get a percentage.
Yeah.
Then they do it to somebody else, somebody that graduates their course. Do you see where I'm going with
Yes.
this?
Yes. Straight up pyramid scheme.
Yes.
All right. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
And then, so we'll be making money, and then our course will be outdated at some point, but we don't care because we're making money.
Yeah. Also, epiphanies are never outdated.
Exactly.
Nor are Kegels, by the way.
Yeah.
You got to strengthen that pelvic floor.
Yeah. You never know when that'll come in handy someday.
Look, have you ever had the experience where you're peeing and all of a sudden, something happened, you had to stop and deal with whatever this was?
Yes.
All right. And it was very difficult,
Yes.
was it not?
Yes.
Yeah. Kegels make it easier,
So
right?
you'll have spiritual
that's
practice.
that's just one of the reasons you want to do Kegels.
Yes. So that is my dream, dude. Is because fuck this guy that sent me the email.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're not going to deal with him. We're going to do our own course
Yes.
with our little pyramid scheme wrapped in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we'll make a killing.
We'll make
Then
it
we're
killing.
gonna. This is where the listen notes comes in that I talked about at the beginning of the show. Right?
Yeah.
After we do all that, we're gonna release how to become the greatest podcaster ever school.
Yeah, or at least how to be like a top 95%.
5%.
Yeah, top 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. We're looking at you, Kazakhstan.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Joe Rogan? Apparently, we're about the same percentile as you. So.
Yeah, we're within 5%
Yeah.
of you, Joe
Yeah.
Rogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep making your mistakes.
Yeah. You keep doing that.
Yeah.
You take
We will take over, and then we'll have our podcasting school. And the school, because we made all the money off of the online courses, right? Mm-hmm. We just rent out some little dump of a shack in like fucking LA, right?
Okay, yeah.
And we do in-person courses. Like we set up microphones, we make it like really fucking, we set up little microphones, we make it look like a real podcast studio, and we train people on how to talk into the microphone.
Yep. I like it.
And we charge like what do they charge at school? What is it called?
Tuition?
Tuition, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we could set up tuition per semester for like, course and materials. What does a state college charge? Like $1,500?
They charge a lot more than that. Well, if for like they charge more than that.
Right.
State school's fucking expensive now, man.
Right. What about a community college? Let's go with the community college.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been to one in years, but it was pretty affordable when I went.
Right. So we make it affordable, but we also make it a little expensive for materials. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta rent the microphones.
And we gotta
free.
And we gotta have a podcast book. Like we gotta have like a 5-page podcast book on how to be the greatest podcaster ever.
Yeah. And it's a must have.
Yeah.
And textbooks cost what they cost, so $150 I don't think is unreasonable.
No, and then we'll teach you your secret niche, which will be true crime or movie reviews.
Yep.
Because those are the only two niches that seem to make that are, every basic person could do, a true crime or a movie review.
Yep.
So let's focus in on true crime. How about that?
All right, I just had a great idea for
What's that?
All right. Here's what you do. Basically just go to like the police station and get their public records for closed cases just for the month of, May of last year or whatever.
Yes. I see where you're going with this.
And just read the files top to bottom.
Yeah.
And that's an episode, just one case file top to bottom. Describe the pictures or drawings if there are any.
Right.
You can like add voices to reports that were made by people and interviews and
you
stuff.
You create little characters for the voices. Like, here's how detective so-and-so sounds in my head. And you could do that voice. But we're going to teach you how to do all that.
We're going to teach
you how to do Super Duper podcasting school.
Yep.
On how to be the greatest podcaster ever.
Yeah.
Yes. Because there are man, that's the basic. That's our online course.
That's our online course.
And our future is in podcasting school because we're in the top 5% of the world.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, and then we can market it. We can spread it all over the interweb. We can put it on. We could do those little stories on Instagram. Like, hey, are you struggling to have epiphanies?
Yeah.
Are you struggling in your podcast? Do you not know your niche in your podcast? We can help. But first, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
First, you got to learn, how to not care. First, you got to learn about your douchey friends.
First, you got to learn Kegels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could come to our podcasting school.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And who are we? We're Shayne and Max. We're in the top 5 percentile.
Yep.
In the world, according to Listen Notes.
Yeah. 5 percentile would be really bad.
Yeah.
But 95th percentile.
Yeah.
Which is what we are. That is yes.
Yes.
Top 5%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've had thousands upon thousands of downloads.
Yes. upon thousands.
We will show you how to not only monetize your podcast, but we will show you how to market your podcast, and we will show you the only true niches that work.
Yep.
True crime.
True crime, and what was the other one?
Movie reviews.
Movie reviews. All right.
Yeah. Those are the only niches that work.
Okay.
Everything else is dead in podcasting.
Everything else is dead in podcasting.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. We're going to be fucking rich, man.
Yeah. Also, I got good news for you. I'm going to give it to you with a little story.
Oh, okay.
So there's a podcast I listen to.
Oh, you listen to podcasts?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah. This is one I've been listening to for years. It's called Imaginary Worlds.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. Love that podcast. It's great. Highly recommend it to anybody. Anyway, the guy who does it, whose name I can't remember, he teaches a class at like NYU or something.
Nice.
And it's an online class on like how to like produce a narrative podcast.
Right.
And I love his podcast so much. I was like, oh, I want to look into that. So I looked into it.
How much did he charge?
It was like $700, man. So if he can charge $700, we can charge $700.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we just got to make up some fucking numbers. Like, if people want to know our credentials, we could just tell them like thousands upon thousands of downloads. We'll just use fancy, what's the word? It's keywords, right?
Yeah. This guy used to be a storyboard guy for Rugrats the cartoon.
Right.
So, I could tell you I was a storyboard guy for Sean and I, the
I can tell you I was a
brief-lived TV
producer
show.
for Sean and I, the producer
Yeah.
show for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah. And a writer you were.
Yeah, I was a writer.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have our experience, we have our know-how, and if you want to become the greatest podcaster ever, you should listen to us and pay us $700 a month.
$700 a
Is it $700 a month or is it $700 a semester?
It's just $700 for the one course.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And we will even do it in person, but you got to figure out how you're going to get to, where we're going to have the class in LA.
Yeah,
And it's not going to be in a nice
part's on
It's
you.
not going to be in a nice neighborhood in LA.
No, LA's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
It's going to be like out in the boonies.
Yeah.
It won't technically be technically it'll be like LA Metro.
Yeah, it'll be in Encino.
Yeah, it's going to
Or
be
some shit like that.
It's going to be like far out fringes of Encino.
Yeah. Or Studio City, because then we could because that's where they used to do it. That's where all the porns were done. And I bet you we could rent a nice little area where they used to do porns for pretty cheap.
But you know why they don't do porns there anymore?
Because everything's online now.
No, because it's too. You can't shoot a porn online. You have to have a room with maybe a mattress or something, at least big enough for two warm bodies to have at it, right? And a cameraman, perhaps. Yeah. Anyway,
But that's what OnlyFans is for now. They don't need studios anymore. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
but what I'm saying is the reason they don't do it at Studio City anymore. It's too expensive to do it at Studio City.
Yeah, I know.
So where we're gonna do it is at the very north end of LA Metro.
Right.
There's this area called the Grapevine. It's
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
highway.
Yeah.
It twists up north
Yeah.
and up this mountain, and then on the other side, you're on like Interstate 5 poop country, flat for
Right. And you come into that little small town when you're driving through?
Yeah,
We're going to do it there?
That small town is where we're gonna do it.
Nice.
I mean, not in the like a little bit outside the town.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got to pay for your own lodging there. Luckily, there's probably like a Motel 6 around there or something like that. And they got plenty of fast food areas around there. So
Yeah.
you won't have to worry about that. But you're gonna have to supply your own traveling because we ain't covering that.
No, but there's a Love's gas station and truck stop there.
Yeah.
And they got really nice bathrooms and showers at Love's.
Yeah, and you can just hang out.
Yeah.
We'll let you sleep under the desk at the place we're renting.
Yeah, we'll have like mats on the floor,
Cots.
maybe
Yeah.
cots. Yeah, sure. We'll
Cots.
spring.
Yeah.
If you'll spring for $700, we'll spring for cots.
There you go.
All right.
Anyway, that's our episode for today. We're gonna wrap it up. That is our online course. It's gonna be fucking brilliant. Wait till you see when we take over the world.
Yep.
And we didn't mention a pyramid scheme.
Never said
mentioned anything about a pyramid scheme.
But that said, if you want to get in on the ground floor of this incredible opportunity, both educational and business, do we have like a Patreon or something?
We do.
Yeah. Give us money at Patreon.
Or you could go to buy me a coffee / Shayne and I.
Yeah.
And pay $2.
We make no promises about what will come from that investment, but yeah, do that and we'll thank you.
All right. And that is our episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, America.
Don't shit yourself.
All right.
We
Bye-bye.
gotta get something better.